Alright. What's up, y'all? Just making a quick vid here showing you all some of my patches from my Indescribable keys cover. So yeah, I'm just gonna start out showing you the instruments and what I use them for, all the automations. And okay, so the first patch I have here is from, let me load all these actually. Alright, so the first patch I have here is the Addictive keys. Actually, it's two Addictive keys patches stacked. We have the Mark 1 amp mix, and then we have the Electric Grand top chords here. So I'll just play through these real quick. So we have that one, that is the amp mix, and then here is the top chords. Trying to see where we actually used it. So yeah, that one is more of like a brighter sound that we use during the choruses. So yeah, those are those two together. So, oops. For this song, I kind of use that as a layer with the next patch that I'm about to show you. But this one, it just comes in towards the pre-chorus, I believe, and I just slide it in with my nano control right here, and it just brings another level of energy and low end for the song. So this second patch here, this is the main patch that I use for this track. It's a combination of two CS80 V3s from Arturia. The first one is called Arc Steel, and the second one is called that. I don't know what that is. I'm not even try. But yeah. So we have that one starting us off. There's an EQ here, some compression, a little bit of reverb, and then a strong delay. So yeah, you can hear the delay on there, and this first one is kind of mellow. Hold up. And then, just like the first patch that I used, there's a brighter version. So yeah, that's pretty much what I did throughout the song. Was layer mellow and bright patches. Just dynamic wise, I would just alternate between having the bright off and on during different points in the song. So you can see all the automations here. This is the volume, and for the first one, the bright one is off until the chorus here. So up until, actually I'll just go ahead and play it right here. I'll play these two. Up until this chorus right here, the majority of the brightness is down. So yeah. hear the difference in between those different parts of the song. So the next patch we have here is another stack. These are pads, again from Arturia. I have the SEM V2 right here. This is called Spacious Keypad. All of these are mostly presets that I've changed. So if you have this software, you can do the same. I think for this I might have just tuned it up in Octave. This pad right here, this simple pad. So here's what the simple pad sounds like. Let me turn the volume up. So yeah, there's a little bit of sidechain on here, kickstart, automated sidechain, and then here's the SEM V2. So a lot of times what I'll do with pads is I'll have one that is regularly pitched to my keyboard, and then I'll have another one layered on top which goes up in octave, so that when I'm bringing up the brightness with this auto filter, it just stands out more, and it's a little fuller having 2 octaves of pad sounds. So that's what I do with most pads. So here it is in the song. I'll do the second chorus here. So yeah, you can hear how it brightens up with the track during that progression. Again, with this SEM V2, it's kind of double sidechained. I don't usually do this, but I had already put this 1/8 sidechain on it, and then I put a 1/2 sidechain on the group. So there's just a little bit more movement with one of them, and they both end up filling up the track pretty well, so it kind of worked. For this fourth patch, we have another layer. There's a lot of layering in my sound, so a lot of these are layers. Here we have a Prophet V3. This is the slow brass, and then we have an Xpand patch called Brassy, which I use for a lot of my high-end synths. So we have an auto filter here that we set to about 9k hertz, and then during the second part of the last chorus we up it to just pretty much all the way open. Same here at the end of the song. So here is how it sounds. I'll play the end of the song, how it sounds at the end of the song. So yeah, you can hear it gets really big, really bright during that part, which was really good for this song. The effects that we have on here, like I said, we have the auto filter here, we have some EQ, and then we have some reverb, and this is Valhalla's newest plugin, Supermassive, which is really good for like splashy synths and getting that bright tone out of a pad or synth. So yeah, that's really good for that. The last patch that I have in here is another CS80 patch. This one is called Brass Pad, and it's got a quick release. I just used it for the little breakdown part that they have towards the middle before the bridge. So that part goes like, well, for this song I didn't hear too many specific melodies going on with the keys, so majority of the time I'll either listen for it. If I don't hear anything, then I'll just come up with my own stuff. And for that part, I tried to incorporate some type of cool little synth pattern there. I wasn't really sure what they were doing. It sounded like a lot of vocal effects and some other key stuff that I couldn't really tell. So I just went with this. I felt like it went with the song without, messing anything up. So and just so it felt a little more natural, I also put that in my loop. A lot of times while I'm playing, I will add a loop that I can fade in and out for tracks, because most of the time the actual track will be much lower, and I just want to make sure everything sounds quality enough to be, put out. So there's not too much post-production. The only thing I'll usually do is I'll smooth out my filters. So like this right here, if I was to record a filter right here, or like a volume, it'll most likely look a lot more jagged and not as crisp. So I'll usually just smoothen that out in post-production, just so it sounds a little cleaner. It doesn't make too much difference, but it bothers me, so I do that. So I'll go ahead and play this little lead line that I came up with for that part leading up to the bridge. So yeah, that's how those parts go together. There's not really much going on compared to some of my other covers, I'll say, but the song's more driven by the drums and the rhythm, so I don't think the keys are doing anything too crazy here. So yeah, I'm gonna just play the track with the loop so you can hear kind of what's going on. Alright, so that's basically how everything went. Thanks for watching if you made it this far. If you enjoyed the video, please like, subscribe, comment below if you have any more questions or you want to learn anything new from Ableton. It is my senior year. but I'll try to make time to put out this content for y'all and give any help if it's needed. So yeah, be sure to check out my new single, Restart, if you haven't already. It's now streaming on all platforms. Appreciate all the support from all of you, and yeah, stay safe. Peace.